it's not about what you see in the mirror all the time. It's about, again, like we talked about earlier, your confidence level.
Yeah.
You have to figure out what gives you that confidence level. If it's telling yourself every day in the mirror, you're beautiful, you are strong, you are amazing. God created you to be just who he wanted you to be. Makeup enhances that, but he created you to be who you wanted to be. Now, we got things that kind of jack our skin up and you know what I'm saying, eat better, drink some water. Yeah. But he created, your beauty does not have anything necessary. It's not fully based on this.
Welcome to the Christyn Show. Today, we're going to talk about self-care and how makeup should enhance you and not hide you. How it should boost your confidence and not determine who you are. To help me with this topic today, I have a special guest, a professional makeup artist and an esthetician, Vadeen Deacons with Vadeen Beauty. Y'all, we're going to do something different today. We're going to do makeup and talk about self-care and talk about makeup and how we can empower women. And Vay, where are we going to start? I'm giving it over to you.
Christyn Show. I've been waiting, y'all. So we're going to start, we can start doing makeup first. So what we're going to start with in every makeup, anything, any application, anything like that, you want to start with cleansing your skin first because we don't want to put makeup on a bad palette. Your skin is what actually makes a flawless makeup look. So, we can use a micellar water or we can use some good makeup wipes. This is actually a cleansing wipe, not a makeup wipe. Makeup wipes takes off the makeup. So, it's up to you how you want to do this.
I guess we can do it. I'll do the cleansing wipe.
You want to do the cleansing wipe?
Make it easier. Yeah.
And
which one is better? Is it one better than the other?
No.
Okay.
This one, the cleansing wipes, because that is from a skincare line, it will have a little bit more benefits. This one will just kind of cleanse your face off.
Okay.
So
while we're doing that, I am going to ask you our first question. And with all your gifts and all your talents, what made you choose the makeup route?
Just shower me with praise.
Right. Right.
Well, the makeup route for me was because, let's be clear, I never knew I was going to be a makeup artist.
Right.
If you would have saw me when I was younger, you probably would have thought I would have became a hairstylist, but that's not even what I went to school for. So there's that.
Right.
I was on my psychology journey, and here we are. When I was about 25, I broke out really, really, really badly. And it started me on learning skincare, learning different things like that. Pause for 2 seconds. Now we're going to moisturize our skin.
Okay.
And this is just a lightweight moisturizer. When I do my clients, I usually try to see what type of skin type they have. When you're doing it at home, you know your skin type for the most part. But yeah, when I was 25.
And I did wash my hands. They're not dirty.
And I use hand sanitizer. I started breaking out really, really, really badly. And it started me on a journey of trying different products, trying different things to help my acne. And because I really couldn't find anything, it was just making my skin worse. And as you can tell, I have hyperpigmentation and things like that. So I really started doing makeup to hide my face. Really to hide my skin and to really hide. It really was to hide. And I just got really good at it.
Right.
People started to ask me to do their makeup, and I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want to mess you up. Me is me, you is you.
Right.
So from there, I don't know whose face I did first. It might have been yours, actually. It may have been your face that I did first when we were practicing and playing around. And I took a class just to say I would take a class, but what I learned in the class, I already knew. So I kind of was self-taught. If I didn't know something, I would put on a YouTube video, but I never watched a YouTube video all the way through. I would just get what I needed to get and keep it pushing. And as time went on, I just got better and better. And then I started doing it. And then I started my LLC. And here we are. Here we are.
It's funny how, great how, when we find something, I always say women. I think one of my last podcasts just said that we're born influencers, right?
Yeah.
And how we just take on the stuff that we need to take care of ourselves and make sure that we're good.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we're younger, we do it better. Like, we made sure, you said this happened when you was, younger, and you wanted to make sure that you can hide. At the time, it was hiding, but I always say, sometimes God uses things to move you into where you're supposed to be. Absolutely. So, I mean, it's some pros and cons to it, but...
Yeah. It started off in a negative space, but it grew into a positive space. It grew into me I wanted to become an esthetician. Makeup route was just easier.
Yeah.
So going to being an esthetician, I already had kids. I was already married. I had to go to school. The scheduling didn't work. Right. So being a makeup artist helped me to touch the faces without having to go to school at that time. But I did eventually become an esthetician. But I wanted people to understand that it's not necessarily the makeup that makes you beautiful. One, you can't have good makeup without good skincare. So that's one thing. And it's not about necessarily the outer appearance all the time. Because you could look bomb and then still be nasty.
Yeah.
So there's that part.
There's a lot of people like that.
That part. Yeah. So it's like, it's all of you. You know what I'm saying? You have to exude. You could think you look like the ugliest in that day, but what you exude makes you look like a different person.
That you brought up, that you think you look like the ugliest that day. I was telling my husband, I was telling one of my friends, I was like, I walk out with sweatpants, no makeup, hair not done, a cap, just not looking my best. Oh, ma'am, can we be friends?
Yeah, it's that bad.
Did you?
No, seriously.
So it really is
not always your face. I'm telling you. I used to be like, okay, I'm cute today. Nobody looking at me.
Right.
Then you walk in. I promise you, I went to Sam's Club one day. I'm putting the groceries in the car. Like, I'm not looking like nothing. Have some Ugg boots on with some oversized pants. My hat on, just like you said. Yeah. And he was like, who's all that food for? I said, me and my family. So who you cooking for tonight? My husband and my kids. I look like nothing. I literally called my friend like, yo, I look like a bum on the street. Yeah. And somebody just tried to talk to me like, but when I think I'm my cutest, because I got my makeup on, my hair done, and I rarely.
I wonder if we walk more in confidence without makeup.
Probably.
I think
we're not thinking
about it. And I wonder,
are
we more hidden in makeup?
We probably are. Because we're probably not thinking about it, because I feel like when I get dressed up and go out, I'm thinking about, am I cute? You know what I'm saying? Right, like, I'm walking out like, all right, I'm real cute today. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? You looking for somebody to say like, oh, you cute.
Right. And they not
even
not
paying attention.
Right.
So I think that it's a different energy. When I'm walking, doing my grocery shopping, I'm in and out. Like, I'm not even paying attention to my surroundings. Or, not in that case, but just the world around me. I'm not worried about people thinking if I'm cute, if I'm not, if my face got all these marks on it or not. Like, I'm going to do what I need to do. And then maybe a level of confidence, like, I'm a woman. I'm out here doing what I got to do. And maybe we might look different. And I don't think men is really looking for the make. Like, yes, it's attractive to an extent. But if you really talk to men, like, for real, they be like, I don't want all that, the weave and the makeup. And I'm like, but y'all think they cute, though. So what is it really? But in their real life, it's like they want a real person. Right. So I don't think.
Because when all that makeup comes off. And I'm not saying, when everything comes off, you still have to be with the person.
Yeah. And I still have to be a good person. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm not saying don't wear makeup because, of course, I do like a beat face.
Right.
But don't wear it. Don't put on makeup to wear you. Like, don't put it on as a mask of who you are. Yeah. Put it on just for the enhancement of a thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a business meal, or I'm going out, or it's an enhancement, you know what I'm saying, to be cute. Yes, just like lashes or hair, or I color my hair, or it's an enhancement. It's not something to wear as who you are. Right. In the sense of that. So, yeah, it's crazy, but it started off negative for me. It ended up being a positive thing, and it took me into different circles and different places. So, yeah, that's me.
What are we doing next?
We got to do eyebrows.
All right. And while you show me how to do eyebrows, I ask the next question. So, how important do you think it is for women to take care of their skin before applying makeup? Like, we did this before we put on makeup. You showed us. Make sure you wipe your face and do all the things you need to do. And can can you share your skincare? Your healthy skincare.
So it's super important. I'm gonna do my eyes while I'm talking.
Okay.
It's super important. Just watch me.
Okay.
It's super important for skincare for many reasons, not just makeup. As we get older, our bodies, it changes. That's with everything. You know, we start to gain weight because the metabolism ain't working as fast.
Right.
Our cell turnover isn't as fast when we get older. Starting in your 20s, you can use anti-aging things in your 20s because what it is anti-aging. People usually think it's, when I'm in my 40s, 50s, I'm going to start using anti-aging. No, we're trying not to age as quickly. So you would use it younger. But our skin cell turnover is slower and starts to slow down in our 20s. So we can't just expect for like me as a makeup artist. Yes, I do the cleansing. I do toners when I'm doing other clients. I do the moisturizers that match their skin. I prime their skin. I do all of that. But that one time, it's not going to make your skin flawless in that makeup look. So that everyday skincare regimen is very important especially if you have acne, if you're trying to get away scarring, for the health of your skin, to help the barrier of your skin, the biome on that layer of your skin to stay healthy, hydrated, all those things. The same with our regular skin. When we put in the lotions, the body butters, the things, we care about that part. Our face is the one thing that get exposed the most to the free radicals, to the sun, to the everything. That will age the fastest. Yeah. Because we got clothes on our body. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So even our neck and our décolleté, people tend to forget this part. Yeah. And you're looking old right here and your face then your face look good. It's like, wait, how old are you? But it's super important because that is the one, we're talking about self-image, but that is the first thing everybody sees. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I know I have dark eyes. So, like, if I'm going out on a business meeting, I put on makeup because I want to look like I'm happy. I would look like I'm mad all the time if I just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, those things make a huge difference. You have eye creams, you have retinols, you have different things that can help tighten your skin, brighten your skin. So, it's a big thing. And I'm supposed to be doing my eyebrows, so here we go.
And I'll start getting prepared to do mine.
I'm screaming. So, with the eyebrows, I follow the shape of the eyebrow most of the time. Okay. So you see how quick I just drew that in. Like, it's nothing huge, but this is my good eyebrow. So when it gets to this side, it's a little bit more work. So that's my good eyebrow. But you kind of just go with the shape of it.
Is it a certain brush that we should use? I know yours came.
So you're doing powder.
I'm doing powder. So I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I can do powder on the other brow. I like pencil better because it's quicker to me.
Right. I used to like pencil, but I could never find the right color. And when I found the right color once, it was in California.
I have another one. So you can try that. Try if you want to, you can try that.
I'll try it today.
But if you use brow, I'm gonna show you with I'll show you with the powder as well. It's the same concept because you're going to use an angle brush. So it's going to give the same concept. To me, a pencil just move quicker.
It does.
Just
y'all, this takes forever.
You just draw it in there with a brush. I mean, with a powder is easy too, but I mean, to me, all of it is easy. It's just used to do
pencil, and then you told me you used to do powder.
I used to do the pomade.
The pomade.
Yeah, I like the pomade though. I do.
Okay.
So,
that went down.
There's that. I do still like the pomade. It's just that for makeup clients, that pomade dries out too quickly and it's too expensive to keep trying. But I ain't even gonna lie. Okay. But a pencil sometimes. Once I found that pencil, to me, it gives that pigment that I need, and it moves quickly. It glides easily.
It does.
And
I don't have to work hard.
Right.
So do I go all the way down? Okay, so I'm weird. So you got to give me...
So that's good. So what you do is...
Should I have not drawn this line at the top?
So brush it out.
I do brush it out. Okay,
so yeah, then you start to fade it out.
Brush this way? So I usually brush this way. I'm sorry, should I brush up?
Up into like an angle.
Okay.
But that top line did go too far.
Okay.
But you can always fade it out. Yeah, finger it out, fade it out, that type of thing. Okay. You want to just make sure the front end of your brow is a little bit lighter. And then when I do it, I come from the bottom all the way, but on the top, I kind of like start right there.
Okay.
And it's specific to everybody's eyebrow, so it could be a little different for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But the concept of it all is you want to fade that out a little bit because you don't want it harsh.
Okay. So while I get my eyebrows done and you working on yours, I guess the next question would be, how important do you think it is for women to take care? I already asked you that. I'm sorry. It's very important.
It's important, honey.
So the next one is when a young woman or a young girl or any women
that part at this point
sit in your seat or in your chair to get their face beat to the gods.
Beat, honey, beats. That's what they get.
What is the difference between before they sit down and after? Like once they pick up that mirror and they see, how did they come in? Did they come in confident? Girl. Did they come in, okay, let's get this done, and then they walk out like, ooh, who's this?
Who's this? So I find that for my clientele, I get a lot of people who don't wear a lot of makeup.
Right.
And they come to me, I think because once I do a lot of showing before and afters, and people still look like themselves, which is when you're starting to, I guess, a business in your marketing, you do have to find who is attracted to you. So for me, it's most of the time, I don't wear makeup. I just don't want nothing on my face. And then I have to tell them, well, if you wanted nothing, you really wouldn't have came to me. But you're going to get something on your face.
It's the look of nothing.
Yeah. So you're going to get something. But even the pictures with the look of nothing is a lot of something. So
yeah, that's true.
People just don't understand that. But what I find is the people that come to me love to still look like themselves, but still glam.
I think I did bad on this one, but go ahead.
No, keep on. It's all right. See, that's what we get the brush for. So, I most of the time I think they don't know what to expect when I'm doing their makeup, and then it feels like I had one client tell me the other day. She's like, all it feels like you're doing is this in my face, and then when I look in the mirror, I'm a whole different person. Right. It's like you did so much, but it don't feel like you're doing anything. But I think what I find most is that they're like shocked at the end, and it's super exciting to see. Yeah. Especially, I don't think I've had clients that don't love it. I may have clients that may tweak it a little bit because they feel like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, I'm not wearing. Yeah. But for the most part,
they're not used to it, it's too much.
It's never been too much. It's they have to get used to having it on their face. But it's the shock factor of like, oh my gosh, I look so good. Oh my goodness, I didn't think that I could. Oh, I didn't think that a full face of makeup would look like this. Yeah. And I'm like, you can have a full face of makeup and still look like yourself. Yeah. I'm not about to contour your nose to be a pinch. I'm not about to suck in your cheek.
Please show me that. I
just need a little pinch. But I do contour, highlight, but I still want you to look like an enhanced version. So you 2.0, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where people still recognize you. Like you take a picture and it's like, who's that? Yeah. Oh, that was me. I want them to know it was me. Mm-hmm. I want them to. So I think that's what my clients appreciate is that I still look like me, but I'm glam. Like, oh my gosh. And it's so, like, it's literally even when I'm tired, I'm like, I don't feel like doing my makeup today. I don't feel like it. Once they're done, it's like, they were so happy. Right. I got to do better at taking pictures, but that's what I find. And I find most people come to me because they want to have that glam look, but still look like themselves. Yeah. I've gotten that a whole lot. And confidence levels do, like, go out the roof after that. And it's crazy to see, like, that you can have an impact on somebody's life in like 1 hour. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
And you think really about it like that. The impact really started when they walked through the door.
And you don't even realize it. Yeah. I had a bride tell me recently, my last bride that she came to me for hair. So what I advertise is hair and makeup. I don't do the hair normally. I have partners that work with me on hair and even makeup. Right. And she was like, and this is probably the second time, well, it might have been twice in that same space that I heard this. You're so easy to talk to. I'm like, I'm a shy person. I don't talk to anybody, but you just make it so easy to just keep talking. Yeah. And I'm like, that's a big thing to me because that means I get people out of their shells. I get you like in a space where you feel comfortable. And that's my biggest thing for brides. I want you to feel comfortable with me because I'm going to be with you on your day. I might have to zip your dress up. I do everything. Like, I'm helping put on girdles. I'm the makeup artist, but I'm doing everything. I'm helping you do everything because I'm a helper.
Right.
So that's my, like, I can't see you struggling and like, okay, I'm done. See you later. Like, I'm going to help you. I had a bride pay me. She was like, I will pay you if you stay with me for the rest of the day.
Wow.
And I did because her bridesmaids weren't helping and they was worried about themselves. Let me get myself together. Right. And I'm like, you need help with, you want me to zip up your dress? You need me to put on, what you need, your shoes? Yeah. I'm telling the photographer, her shoes, her earrings, her everything is right there. If you want to do pictures right there. Like, that's how I am. And I want you to feel comfortable with me because I might have to pull your bra up. Yeah. I might have to strap you down. Like, so that's where, I mean, to hear that from somebody, and I did her hair, and I'm not even a hairstylist, y'all. Right. I can do some hair, okay? Right. Curl and flip her hair. But
you can.
I'm not a hairstylist. Yeah. To have done the hairstyle that she wanted, loved it, and she's booked me for hair. I'm like, yo, God, what's happening? Like, I'm not a hairstylist, but I've always wanted to be able to do both so I can minimize my time, maximize my time, right, and still make money, but at the same time I don't have to be stressed for the whole day. I'm carrying 2-3 bags, a chair, lights, all type of stuff. So it's absolutely making ways for me to be who I am, but it's crazy because I've always doubted myself. Yeah. And that might be something you're gonna ask me, so I'm gonna just let it go. But
it's okay. So I wanna talk about how I just told you that basically it started when they walked in the door. Yeah. I remember, so I didn't say this in the beginning, but this is my cousin. And when I first met her was when I was dating her cousin. And, okay, we weren't cousins.
We weren't cousins, right? By marriage, okay. Right. But she my real cousin for real.
Right, yeah. So just the way you made me feel just walking in the door. Yeah. Like, I didn't have to do much. How I felt comfortable just you walking in the door.
That's crazy.
And you probably would never remember the day, but in my head, I can remember the day you walked in the door to his mother's house and where I was staying at and how I felt in that moment. And that's why I was like, you have so much in you, because we're going to empower these people, but I'm empowered. You have so much in you that don't get lost. Like, don't get stuck. Don't think that it's not in you. Yeah. Like, when people walk in the door, that's when you started. When they saw your face, that's when it started. So it's crazy. The other stuff is extra.
Yeah.
It's stuff that's already in you.
It's crazy.
And you just gotta walk in that. That's like crazy. That's
the hard part. Walking in it and knowing it. Yeah. Because I mean, so much of life would throw at you to. And it's nothing but the enemy to throw you off of who you was made and created to be. But it's real. It do throw you off. And he's good at his job. Do it
because you're showing these women every day you put makeup on their face, that how they can walk in their beauty, how they can walk in and show them who they are. Not the makeup is not who they are, but that you can enhance it so they can stand out in confidence. Sometimes they just need a little bit of confidence to stand out there. I would have never, honey, got on here with no makeup.
Baby, me neither.
So this is a whole start, but just to know that you already started and you didn't even know.
Yeah, I didn't. That's the crazy part. And it was times where when I thought I was bad at makeup, I was still doing faces, but the comparison game of people who just like kill a face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I can't get it just like that. Like I can't. And I would pray because I'm like, God, please touch my hands because I want it to be the best makeup ever. Right. And it still will be the makeup that I do. Yeah. But for some reason, I mean, people will love it. But practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes progression. Yeah. So I've heard somebody say that and I was like, that is so good because you don't ever get perfect at anything. Yeah. It's an ever moving scale. We innovate, so practice makes progression versus perfection, but nothing has to be perfect.
And you're going to progress to where you're supposed to be. So you love their makeup, but it's something unique in what you do. Yeah. And how you make people feel. Like, I can love some makeup artists all day that treat me like, girl. And that's not bad. I didn't walk out there no better. Like, I didn't walk out, I look beautiful. Yeah. But you bring a whole different thing. Yeah. So you thinking, oh, dag, I need to do. you might be bringing something else. And all the other stuff that comes with it while you're encouraging people, while you're talking to them, while you're making them better inside and out, you're growing into your craft. Yeah. But sometimes he has to slow you. You know how he does. You know how God is. Like, he's just so, right. He has a sense of humor.
Right. He always playing games. Yeah. No, it is a big thing to me. And skin was part of that for me. And I remember my sister going to, like, again, she's of the generation of cuts, slayed down. She's of that generation. I do more of like, you gonna get your highlights, your contour, your everything, but it's gonna look more of a natural beat. So she went to somebody else to get her makeup done one time, and she was like, but my face felt so tight. Like, her face looked good, but she said after my face felt tight. She didn't do the prep that you did. It was like a completely different feel on my skin. And I said, that's why I focused there. Because you got to take that makeup off. Yeah. It's not going to last forever. You got to take it off. Then what your skin going to look like? Then you're going to be breaking out the next day. Then it's going to be... Nobody wants that. Like, people don't get it by looking at the pictures, of course. Yeah. You got to make your Instagram and your Facebook look a certain way. But... it's more than that, just that for me, and the experience. Like, you may not never see nobody else. Like, sometimes God be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You gotta feel the conversation sometimes. You don't want it, but sometimes you gotta say something about God, or God, you know what I'm saying? God, they may not hear it from nobody else. That 1 hour might be all they got to save their life in that minute. So even sometimes where I felt like I need to shut up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the things you say may offend somebody, or it may, you know what I'm saying? And God like, no, it's not about offending them. They may have needed to hear that, or they may, you know what I'm saying? So it's bigger when you get into a realm of service, because that's what it is. It's serving, and you meet different people, and you have to touch different lives. Like, it's crazy. If you don't think of it like that, I don't want to say you're in the wrong business, but I mean, because we say it's different for us.
And that's what I was telling you, that it's just gonna move different. Different.
It's different for us. So it's crazy. So you have to always be aware and don't get caught up. Yeah. Cause I met a makeup artist. She's doing films, and I'm like, how do I get in that space? But maybe God don't want me in that space.
You know what I'm saying? Take you where you need to be.
That part. And I'm like, but they make more money. I don't even know what they make, but that's what I assume.
I think we gotta get out of what I've learned, and maybe I'm wrong, but this is how I stand. I gotta get out of. It doesn't sound realistic, but out of the money, like, because
you can't think about it.
One, I know that I'm royalty, right? This is what that runs through my blood, right? And then I know that he's going to take care of me. Yeah. So when I'm doing his business, he's going to be about my business. Absolutely. And he's going to guide me and take me where I need to be. But it's hard. It takes steps to get there. Yep. It wasn't an easy step to say, you know what?
Forget the money.
I ain't got it today. What I'm gonna do? But if I can just say this, I have for a long time I have not been in that space. Yeah. And for a long time, like, I just see, like, how do you get when to the money's gone, how it's replenished, or stuff is taken care of. Yeah. To where it needs to be taken care of, and it's just like.
And I've been in both spaces, and it's a level of faith that you have to have. Yes. What you just said remind me of the scripture: "Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all His righteousness, and everything else will be added to you." And I said that scripture so many times, but it's so hard to do it.
It is.
Because you need money I need to pay my mortgage, I gotta pay my bills, and coming out of that space of money also puts you in a space where you're being spirit led. Because when I'm in a money mind, I'm going to do things to make money. So I might not do what God actually wanted me to do. I might not say the things He wanted me to say, because now I'm more conscious of what can stop my money.
And guess how much further you went away from
that
where you
supposed to be in the first place. Yeah. That part. So
real quick, what's
next? Concealer.
Oh, you already got it on your hand. Yeah. I'm the one that needs to.
Concealer.
Okay.
We get caught up.
Right. We could talk on that. I haven't seen her.
Right.
We're here for you guys.
We would get caught up. So concealer.
Okay.
You can use that.
Okay.
As your brush, if you're good at it.
I am.
Or
I'm better at this. I don't know how to. This is what I use every day.
So you do it right directly on your eye. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna use my own thing because I don't have that. I usually use that all the time. Okay. So right under here, I just kind of line it out first.
See, I'm sorry.
Listen.
I do line it out, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna do it the way I do.
Yep, and then we're gonna blend it out from there.
Okay.
And then I usually take my brush sideways and then kind of blend it down. And I use a sponge for everything, y'all. Sponge is my best friend, for real. Especially when I'm trying to get a quick makeup look in. I'm sponging everything down. Blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it, blend it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So.
If you mess up, just line them eyes right back out and keep it pushing, because I mess up all the time. And I've been doing this for actually not that long. To me, it's not been that long, but it's been like 4 or 5 years now. Professionally for my business, and I still mess up. That part.
This is the longest thing that, not this part, but am I doing it right? Where am I messing up?
You're not messing up.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to blend it off.
Oh, I'm gonna blend it. I didn't get to that part yet.
So you don't want that line look.
No, I don't.
So.
And when I can't get rid of it, I remember someone saying your finger is your best.
Mm-hmm. Best friend. That could have been me from the eyebrow class. No, probably not, but...
No, it probably was. Listen. Makeup came.
That part.
Okay.
I'm screaming.
Where does this... I guess I was doing foundation, but I wasn't doing it to this.
Yeah. To this
So I never did this. You want me to tell you when I did this part? When I put my foundation on.
I do it with foundation too.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because I feel like I have the foundation
a little bit more wet. I guess I left it too long, but sometimes if I get my eyebrow just right, I don't even do the top part.
I don't never do the top part because I don't know how to. I don't know how to do it with adding foundation because it looks like it's lighter at the top.
It does. So you can use your foundation to do your top part.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it still will give the line?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it will cut it.
That's the tip.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
We'll bring it back up. If they messed it. If y'all messed up, we'll give you that
bring it back. Right.
Matter of fact. You see what I'm saying? So my next question would be like, and I know we kind of zoomed past how do people feel. Did we answer
kind of
like that question?
Yeah, I think so.
But why do you think that they felt that way? Why do you think that
I think
they didn't feel that way walking
before?
in?
I think because the type of people that come to me, that are sent to me, that whatever we want to call it at this point, have a level of how I felt in that sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, I'm okay, but it's not giving that oomph. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just to see that they can be, I think they've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
So when I see that, oh my gosh, like, put on a new outfit, you're like, oh my God, I can look like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's the level of, oh, I didn't know that I can look like this. I didn't know that my beauty can be enhanced and I look like me. I could see me in that. You know what I'm saying? It's me in that mirror, not nobody else.
Right.
So I think that's where that's coming from. It's more so, I didn't know that this could be me.
Right. Is that something, we always go back to our childhood and say, you know what, I wish someone would have told me. So I have 3 boys and 1 girl, as you know, and you have 2 girls and a boy. Like, when I'm doing my makeup, I don't give her the makeup. She maybe some lipstick, but I'm telling her you're beautiful because of who you are. Like, how do we
reinforce it?
I'm thinking that we should reinforce it.
No, yeah, absolutely.
And how do you reinforce it with your girls?
So for me, what I find is everybody's different.
Right.
Of course, you got to keep saying it, but what I find is kids don't listen to their parents. They listen to people around them more than they listen to their parents. Especially the older they get. Period. So, especially the older they get, I found with my kids. So, how we were raised in the Caribbean, no shade to my mom and my aunts, love y'all. But even from their parents, they didn't know. Right. So, we weren't given that. We weren't raised with that reinforcement. It's almost like you should know. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I love you, but you should know. Yeah. Well, I don't have to say it 24 times because you know I love you. Yeah. And I never doubted that my mom loved me. But going back, it wasn't a thing that was said a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're beautiful. That wasn't said a lot. Right. it's almost like you cute because I bought you this outfit and you better know you cute. Yeah. It's almost like you have to know.
Right.
But how will I know if you don't tell me?
Right.
How would I? And then nowadays what I'm realizing, but it does stick with them, but I do realize because I have older daughters. So it's like, oh, you have to say that because you my mother. Oh, you have to. But it's a thing if they hear it repeatedly, it still will stick with you as you get older. Just like Jesus. We learned Jesus when we were a kid.
Right.
But it stuck with us. Did we have to build our own relationship? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it still stuck with us as we got older. So, yes, what you say matters, but the village also matters, I find, from mine.
So, what I started doing was ahead of time. Like, already knew. Like, since she was a, like, ticey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let her know.
Yeah.
Like I have women out. First of all, her name is Cutes. That part. That's her nickname, Cutes. And I'm looking like, but that is something that whenever we're doing girly stuff, whenever my girl's around, what you doing, girl? You real cute with yourself. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, making sure that what is cute.
That part.
You're not being cute right now.
Right.
Your attitude is not cute.
Let's correlate the two. Mm-hmm. Let's correlate the two.
And that's what I mean. I think that's what, and I'm sure that's what you're talking about. A village, like my mom's saying it. Mm-hmm. My friends are saying it. Her godparents are saying it. You know, everybody that's walking up, even though they don't even know that this is something I'm doing. I feel like somebody just told me it's a confidence that you walk in.
That's it.
It's not...
Being cute is not what you look like.
No.
It's a level of confidence. And I've seen it. I think I've just realized it. And I'm 35, y'all. Right. I just realized that there are people that wouldn't be so much appealing to the eye to certain people. And they walk in a level... The way they dress, the way they just feel about themselves, it makes them look good. Yeah. And... I even said this about guys that wouldn't be attractive to me. Right. Like, yo, but he got some swag. It just make you like feel attracted to them. Mm-hmm. So it is a level of that, and it's a level of balance too. Because even with the, you know, you so cute, you so da-da-da, making them know it's not just about what you look like. It's about how you're acting. Because I don't want you to ever think you so cute that you're just gonna fly off your cuteness. Yeah. Because that's not a thing. Right. Your character's gonna take you places. Yeah. So it's a balance. I think it's your village. It's so many levels to it, and I didn't even find that out, and that's a whole nother podcast about motherhood and that podcast. Right. That might be crying in that podcast. But I didn't find out a lot of things till my daughters were older, and it sucks because they're girls. Yeah. Now I have a boy. I'm doing a lot of things differently, but I feel like they needed that. As a younger, and they needed that reinforcement and that reassurance, because you never want your voice to be the lowest in your children's lives. And I found that that's what was happening. Everybody else's voices mattered but mine when they got as they got older. So even with Zeke, now I'm like reinforcing a lot of things, making sure he understands things at the young age, so when he gets a little older, he knows who to come to. I didn't do that so much so because young mother, you know what I'm saying? You letting everybody else kind of, like, not everybody else, but my mom had her most. Right. Everybody kind of had that reign over her, used the village too much.
And you were still and
trying to figure out
children.
Me. Like, I was young. So I'm like trying to still figure out who I am. I didn't understand what a parent should be. Still trying to figure that out. Okay. Right. So
we all are
at this point.
So let me just say that we're all trying to figure out because every child is going to be different.
That part,
and that's why I said, what? That's why I asked you, what about your girls? Like for me,
it look different for everybody.
It's the same way. Yours is learning that while they're teenagers. When this little girl changed my whole life about how I feel about me. Like I told, this is a walk-in. Like I tell my friends all the time. She was like, she a walking confidence builder. Like, Mom, you need to put on, and I'm looking like, I'm just thought, you need to get, and it's like, why you have, that's rude. Like, she'll tell me that's rude. And it's really checking me as it's a different.
And allowing them to do that. Allow it. Gabby.
And then just showing them. But it's okay to say, and then saying, you know what, I get it. Like, you know your children. You know that they're not saying
trying to be rude
and be rude. You gotta know the levels of that. And
allow them that space.
Allow them that space.
Because we didn't get allowed that space. And that shut up a lot of, that's another conversation too. That shut up a lot of that brings us to where we are,
Mm-hmm.
and why we couldn't, and why we don't say, and why we felt like we couldn't, or whatever the case may be. Gabby would tell me all the time, God ain't gonna like that. Man, Mike gonna tell me what God don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, you're right. You're right. And giving them that space and that grace to know, like, Zeke is very, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and that's just what it is. And it sounds rude, what we would have called rude, or what we would have been called rude for. The way they say things, he's really just being honest. Yeah, literally. So even learn how to raise a kid in this generation, Jesus, my God. So it's a lot of things. It's a lot of layers to me, and that's what I'm finding. And in that space, I'm giving myself grace to grow, because I'm realizing every kid is not the same. Yeah. Don't nobody really have the answers. Yeah. So what my mama thought might not be right. And being okay, that's sensitivity to the Holy Spirit to know what is best for your kid, and being strong in that. Yeah. That is hard. Yeah. When everybody else thinking something different, being strong in that.
And I'm gonna say this: remember that he's God's child, right?
That.
And you're here. He gave him to you because he can trust you with it.
I literally had that conversation. Are you sure?
He can trust you with it. He can. He's sure.
He is.
He's sure. And whatever you can't do, he has the other people that could come in and do those things and make up for those things. And you do the best that you can do. Yeah. That's what I had to learn. I had to learn that I had to do the best that I could do. And then, God, you're going to have to, wherever I made a mistake or did something wrong, you're going to have to go in there and make that thing look good.
That part.
Like, go straighten that out for me, Lord.
Make that mess look good.
And he will.
Make that mess. And I think for that point, relearning God for myself. Because I always thought that, and I still have a level of thinking that he's still purging some of that out of me. If I don't do right, I have to go fix it, because he told me to do this and I did that. So now, where's that fatherly God? Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't learn him in that way. I learned him as more of a sovereign God. Like, do what I say. If you don't, there's consequence, and there's consequence. The wages of sin is death. Okay. But then the gift of God is eternal life. So, but there's that. Yeah. It was the wages of sin thought process. And not going back to him like, God, I failed.
That he's a loving father.
That, like, he would just come back and wrap me in his arms. I'm still learning that. Literally. I know it, but learning it in actual deed is that part. I'm still like, because when I mess up, I'll be like, all right, God, I'm going to fix it and I'm going to come back. Yeah. It's one of them things where you stay right there, I'm going to go ahead and fix that, and I'm going to come back versus let me just give this to you. I'm broken in this space. Like, I don't know what to do. And I can say it, but it's hard for me to do it. Yeah. And learning that with my kids. That, I'm like, God, I messed up. It's a lot of years I messed up. Yeah. How are we going to get this back? Because you see the fruit of the messed up, so how are we going to get this back?
Years to him?
It's nothing. It's not, and you know it, but when it's actually happening,
I know.
It's like...
It's hard. It's tough. All right, what's next? Real
that
quick.
part.
No, you're right.
Primer.
Yep.
Primer. We're going to prime our face.
Okay.
We're going to leave these brows. The only thing I would say about your brows is line. You see how my line is thin at the end? Okay. So what you would do is, whatever you use, you can use that. You can use this. That brush. And just like carve it out. Don't do too much lining like we did under the brow, but carve it out on the outside. Yep. To make it thin. Like just thin it out on that top part.
Oh my.
Oh my. You got a lot of pressure with your brush. You got a lot of pressure.
What does that mean?
Because I can see you pushing down.
Okay, so what you...
So, and the pencil. Use the pencil to do that. So, when you're penciling in your eyebrows, create it. Don't just draw. Just create the thin line at the end. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then that makes it so much easier than trying to use concealer, pull it down.
I just like the concealer. So should I just add some more concealer?
Yeah, just attack. Like it's literally a swipe. But use
I feel like
use the pencil first.
The bottom.
Use the pencil first. No, because you already got the bottom line. So there's nothing else to do. So just think, like pull your line all the way out.
Pull it all the way down more?
Yep. And then we're going to take it out. Yep.
It's like it's too... That's why I don't use the pencil.
Don't put so much pressure on your hand.
I'm trying not to. I'm barely touching.
So when you doing it, when you taking the brow, you gonna pull it out, and then when you doing that top part, you gonna come right into it. So it makes that line, and then Absolutely. See how it's coming out?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Feel like
God.
my eyebrows across my face.
Nope.
It's not.
And then do the
Like
top
all
as
this.
well, so it could come in.
The top. We're not gonna keep saying do
we
the
gon-
top as
we gon-
well.
Yeah.
When ooh, be careful.
So you're going to just pull this in all the way. I wouldn't use this brush. See,
Okay.
you can always take that line down.
Oh, okay.
And
So
then
I
you
wouldn't
can
use that
finger
brush.
it. I'm not personally a fan of this for eyebrows, but... And then where's the pencil?
This is my whole life eyebrow.
I'm screaming.
See how I did this one? This one a little bit easier. I feel like I still need to bring it down a little bit.
You needed to connect this line. It's just... You just like did an abrupt stop. I'm screaming. And then... Make sure you're filling it in all the way. I don't know if you can see because of the light, but... And use your hand, girl, because that's my favorite thing to do.
I'm gonna get it.
You will. Keep
Thank
practicing.
you. Y'all look good.
We put that line down on that side. So you would just to like sharpen, not sharpen, I don't want to say sharpen, but to clean it up, I guess to say. That's why you do the top. It's a cleanup versus a complete line in like the bottom.
So I gotta practice that. Because
And I like flat brushes.
I do.
That's up to you, though.
This right here?
That one would be better.
I used to use that one. Okay, I'll go back to that.
You
was doing
primer.
Primer, guys. Is it a certain primer that we should use? Because I know I just bought anything that was on.
It depends on your skin type.
Okay.
So
I tried.
if you're,
I think I got a moisturizer one or something like.
Do you got oily skin? Poreless is good for oily skin.
I have combination.
So it's good for that too. If you have open pores, you can use something that's poreless. There's so many different things now.
Okay.
This is an airbrush one, so it's like a light finish.
This one, I put this one first because see my eyebrow.
What did you do with it over your eyebrow?
This is why I can't, y'all. This is
that is hilarious. It's okay. It's still there. Just get that line drawn a little bit back in. Yup. Mm-hmm.
I'm up there talking.
She lotioning her face, y'all.
Right. See, I put my primer on before, so this is good to know. Put it on after, but you see what I do. Did it come back?
Yeah, it came back.
I think she just said it.
It came back. It's there. You can't see it.
Mm-mm.
It's there. I promise.
This side. Help me, Jesus.
Primer is good to help the foundation not sink into your pores. It's giving it a layer to put the foundation on, and it helps as a barrier to your skin. So that's why I said it depends on your skin type. There's so many different ones. Like Dermalogica has one. Dermalogica is a skincare line, so theirs will be more probably. It's a Hydro Blur primer, so it would kind of blur those pores out.
Okay.
This one is kind of supposed to be like an airbrush finish.
Okay.
So it just depends on your skin type. My favorite one is like Smashbox Photo Finish.
Okay. Who was that by?
Smashbox.
Oh, see,
Smashbox.
I don't know nothing. I don't know
By
nothing
Smashbox.
about. Sorry, Smashbox.
I'm screaming. If y'all hate this video, so
I'm
sorry. Foundation.
Okay.
So I use a brush. I use a sponge. I don't care.
So you put it on your hand first?
When I do the sponge. Well, no, when I do anything.
Can I put on this? So why shouldn't I put on the sponge first? Because this is what I do, guys. I'm just trying to give y'all.
So it kind of helps to melt it into the brush.
Okay. So here we go.
Into the sponge.
Okay.
And the sponge to me gives a better finish than the
So we just go
than
in.
the brush. Yep.
Is it in circles? Is it?
Nope. We just tapping.
Tapping in.
Now, I don't know how good you are. This will give you more coverage. So if you're not good, you might want to slow down because then you might hit your brow.
What's gonna give me more coverage?
Because you're using the bottom of it.
Because I like more coverage.
So no, it'll give you more areal space. So you're doing it faster. But if you had on eyeshadow, you get close to your eyebrow, you're gonna take it out. Yeah.
Well, this is how I do every day, but I could go with. Let me see.
No, do it. If you do that, that's fine. Just wash around your eyebrows.
Oh yeah.
So you won't take that off.
That was an accident, y'all.
So.
And I do use primer every day, but I put the primer on before my eyebrows though.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay. That's why I'm not used to.
This is just my way. I mean, you can put on your eyebrows after your foundation. Like, people do different things.
I don't like that.
But I don't really like the finish of it after my foundation, so I always do it before. But I don't use a lot of color corrector because most of the time my foundation works fine. But
so I usually do use
color corrector.
But it looked like yours covering really good, so
it depends on the foundation if it's gonna cover real well or not. So color corrector with certain foundation.
Yep. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm. Even
if you would have said no, I would have not did on the camera, but at home.
I'm definitely doing under there. All these marks up under here, it's getting covered. You want to make sure you cover.
That's the one thing I hate about my wedding photos. I think I told them to go under there, and I could see in certain pictures that
really. Yeah. Oh no.
But it's okay. But I did love my makeup artist.
She did a good job. Yeah. And you got airbrush, right?
Yeah, I got airbrush.
Yeah. I'm gonna still get my life together with this airbrush machine, but a lot of people don't request it anymore.
I wonder if they make it not popular now.
I don't know. I think that people can do makeup so well now that
they don't need
it. It's like you look airbrush kind of when you're done. I think airbrush just gives you a lighter amount of makeup, and it does the coverage that it needs to do.
So one of my, I guess this is why we're doing foundation. Maybe you have a hat. Do you have a hat?
So
that we could, for an everyday look. So for the moms that are busy, like I'm rushing out the door, and it might not be because I get to come back home before I start working.
So it's not for her.
But for those that are just running out the door that want to have because some days I do have to stay out. I need to be gone. I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning, and the kids gotta go to school. What's something I still want to look finished? Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to watch how I say it because I don't want to. I still want to have a finished look. Like I want to have foundation on. Coverage. I want to have full coverage. Yeah.
So
I definitely need eyebrows if I don't have nothing else. So what I
find is I don't even remember the heck I said earlier, but what I find is my eyebrows take me the longest, especially if they're not done. So if you have eyebrows that's done, it might be a little quicker. Okay. But do my eyebrows. I pop this foundation in. It don't take this long, y'all. It literally don't. We just at this point I'm done for real.
Okay.
But
I really just can't fully see, so I could be done.
Right. I'll conceal real quick. Do a little quick concealer. For my contour, I use a powder, so it won't take long. Some blush, some mascara. Do a little brown shadow on my eyes, and we keep it pushing. Like, it's not... It literally...
What's the difference between that and a natural... Because I feel like that's all I do anyway.
That is... that part. So, that is a natural look. It's just more so color tones.
Okay.
So, like, when I do my concealer... Like, okay, I'm about to put concealer on. Okay. So, I'll do this. Concealer. If... Dang, did I bring the lighter one down here? Probably not. Shoot, I'm going to bring it downstairs. So I'll do this concealer. And then if I want like a lighter highlight, I'll put a lighter concealer like right here. Okay. And just give it a lighter highlight.
So while we're talking about hats real quick.
Yep.
I have, and I'm going to make sure I know the right word. Mm-hmm. Darker, I'm going to say it like this, the way I know how to say it. Yeah. Just darker eyes underneath.
Yep.
And I think that's the thing that, like you said, make me feel like I'm not happy or
just
I'm
look
tired.
Yeah.
Or
so concealer.
Okay.
So
is there a good to me? I use this, but I feel like it's not the best for this. I do. Maybe the way
maybe you're not getting the coverage you want because LA Girl gives good coverage, but
it's really good.
Yeah, I do. I love LA Girl, but yeah, let's try it.
All right, let me try it.
Yep, let's try it.
So you just
maybe you're just not putting enough on.
I'll show you how I put it on.
So just a little quick. You know what I'm saying? If you go up with it, it's gonna look like you have a little fake me out liner if you do like that.
Okay. So let me see what you're doing all the way up to my eyebrow.
She just trying to play with y'all. She trying to play with me.
Judge y'all, because I'm just trying to learn.
No, she trying to play with me.
I am serious though, because I'm looking like I gotta get on
eyebrow.
I'm really trying to learn. Listen, if you like me, I by step, and I can see you close up, and I see that thing. This is me right here. I go right here in this little V. I don't even go.
And that's okay because you can, when you're using the sponge, you can pull it out.
I do pull it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's the thing.
But I'm gonna go up to the eyebrow like you did. Am I not using enough? You see how much I use? Okay.
Not on that. That ain't got nothing on
there. Look at his face. Y'all not seeing his face. You're not. Okay.
I'm just saying.
And don't mind my face as I'm putting on makeup. It'd be a whole different face.
But doing this to go to bed.
Ooh, I didn't mean for that to go on the eyelash, but
it's okay. We fix it. Little mascara ain't never hurt nobody.
Okay. Am I doing good?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do all this. I do all of this. I do. Is this right what I'm doing? Okay, and I'm just going to do it like I do, and then you tell me, and then I go straight down. And I don't have a steady hand. So when it don't go straight, I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to get you straight somehow.
That part, okay? We just going to let you in.
So I go here.
Because mine ain't all the way straight. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Nope.
You said she wouldn't, but that's what I did all the time. And I just want to be honest. Just tell me my wrong ways.
I wouldn't. I mean, if that's what you want, your nose to be highlighted all the way down here, that's cool.
Not the nose all the way down. I'm talking about in between right here.
Oh, yeah. You could do the Cupid's.
See? You trying to cut.
Nah, you said I go all the way down.
I meant I go right here. I'm sorry.
Do that,
okay. So I was good. I'm doing some good stuff.
I'm screaming. Okay. Yeah, girl.
Okay, great. I'm a YouTube follower too. Like I'm looking up videos too, trying to figure out how to be better. So you blend everything upwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I go this way from inner to outer. You're not gonna hold a brush like that. We're gonna just get it. Cause you look like you scared.
Let me see what you doing. I feel like I'm holding it like that. Am I? I'm not doing it.
I mean, whatever makes you comfortable. Cause it look like you trying to go like this.
Okay, what I'm doing
Let's
this.
come in
and
from
then come in here.
And then blend it. Yeah.
Hard. Am I hitting hard or soft? Not hard, but am I hitting touching?
You touching. You giving a good touch. We touching.
While we're touching and agreeing, I have a. What are a few empowering words that you encourage a person that doesn't feel beautiful today?
It's not about what you see in the mirror all the time. It's about, again, like we talked about earlier, your confidence level.
Yeah.
You have to figure out what gives you that confidence level. If it's telling yourself every day in the mirror, you're beautiful, you are strong, you are amazing. God created you to be just who he wanted you to be. Makeup enhances that, but he created you to be just who you wanted to be. Now, we got things that kind of jack our skin up and you know what I'm saying, eat better, drink some water. Yeah. But he created, your beauty does not have anything necessary. It's not fully based on this. Yeah. Putting on makeup, putting on earrings, having a good weave slayed. It's not fully based on that. Your beauty has to do with what you're exuding from the inside. What are you giving when you walk in a room? Do people feel? To me, it's the God in me, really and truly. It's who God created me to be. So that exudes out in wherever I walk. Like she said, when I came in around, I would never thought. I don't even remember that day. Like I just came in probably being me, acting crazy, laughing and joking. And I don't even think I'm funny. Like people say, "Oh, you always cracking jokes." I don't even think I'm funny. I just think when I'm with people, I just like to laugh. I like to joke. Yeah. I like to have fun. Yeah. And it's literally not about the makeup on your face. I promise you. But you may have to do things. Confidence don't just come by saying, I got confidence. You may have to do things to build that up. Whether it be reading books, self-empowerment, the Bible, okay, find Jesus. Talking to yourself. Being okay with cutting yourself from the comparison game. You literally have to, because somebody might look a certain way. Like, I love Jess' hair color, but it might not look like that on me. You know what I'm saying? It look good on her. Somebody might look a certain way or do a certain thing. Or I know for me, it was, I should be where they are. Yeah. My life didn't turn out what I wanted it to be. I should be just as far along as they are. Yeah. And playing that comparison game. So now I diminish who I am And that ultimately puts a thing in my mind like I'm not cute enough. I gotta do extra. I gotta do more. I gotta be more. And you may have to do some things to get that confidence level up, but it's not about the makeup. It's about your confidence level. It's about exuding what. And if your character is bad, we might have to change that too.
Yeah.
Because it's not everybody got good character. Like, you may have to change some things about you, but not your face.
Yeah.
Your inner person, your inner man, your spirit man. You may have to change some things about you, but you are who God created you to be. You are amazing in that. And even in your faults, God can pick you up and make you. He created us to be certain things, but we can still fall. We can still falter. We can still stray away from that thing. But he can bring us right back to it.
Yeah.
He can bring us right back to who we're supposed to be. And if you feel quirky, or I know some people like, I'm just not like them. I'm just not as funny as them. I'm just not as you're not supposed to be.
Right.
You're literally not supposed to be. And if you become that, you're still going to be in an awkward place. Because that's not who you were created to be. So at the end of the day, be who you were created to be, but also be sober enough to know when it's not okay to be that. Like, I do find now it's like, oh, I'm just this, and it's okay to be that. It's not always okay to be something just because you feel that that's what you want to be. If you rude, I'm rude, and I know I'm rude, and I'm okay with being rude, and that's who I am, and people just gonna have to accept me, and no. We don't have to accept you. That's the first thing. Secondly, be wise enough to understand characteristics that need to change, but also be wise enough to know this is who I am and how does this help me be the next version of me.
Yeah.
Because a rude person may just be a strong person that just didn't know how to change what they were saying.
Yeah.
Still be strong in who you are, but you don't have to be rude.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So be wise enough to understand what you need to change, but also be sober enough to be okay with who you are.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, I don't know what those are.
So what I did learn real quick about my makeup, and then we're going to get back to the question, is that mine is not as light. And maybe it's light. Is mine
it's
light? It's
light, but that color is a little darker.
So I just got to get a lighter color.
Yeah. I mean, you can use a little bit of this. That might be a little lighter than that. And just put it right over. And the coverage, it might be missing the coverage you want. Like this has a really good coverage.
Oh, okay.
So,
okay.
I used to use LA Girl, but I wasn't as tired then either. So, this one has like a really super good coverage.
Okay.
The MAC one, it's a little looser. This one is more creamier.
Oh. So, what brush should I use to put it underneath my eye?
Same sponge.
Okay.
Tap it just like you tap the, yep.
So what is next for you? What's going on with you? What do you have brewing?
So,
or what would you like to have brewing? What would you like to work on?
So, my goals, they change every 5 seconds. But what I want to do right now is build out a team of bridal makeup artists and hairstylists. Mm-hmm. So I'm not the only one going out to my brides and things like that. Just to build a level of a stream of income that I don't have to be a part of. I want to start my podcast.
Okay.
I want to start my classes, just different things. I am still working right now, so that kind of prevents a lot of things from happening. Uh-huh. But I think the biggest thing for me at this moment is getting organized, y'all. Okay. It's a life out here. Yeah. But yeah, my podcast, my building out my team, recreating all things bridal, all things wedding. So I do destination weddings as well. Okay. So I want to pull the two together. Okay. Because the funds are amazing, but it's just, I did one and it was like, being a part of the whole process was so amazing. We went to Jamaica. I planned out that trip for them. And I ended up being a makeup artist. So, of course, at that point, you get free travel. And you get paid at the same time. But just being a part of the whole process, seeing the whole thing, walking it out with them, going on excursions with them. Like, it just was
I did whatever I wanted, but go ahead.
You did, but it's okay. You can use your foundation to kind of blend that back out on that side.
Okay.
So that works. But you see, you got your highlighted eye that you want.
I did.
You did.
I'm sorry, but it's all right.
Just to walk it out with them was like a whole different experience.
Yeah.
And I've never really seen a person do both.
Mm-hmm.
The wedding and the makeup artistry side or the bridal beauty side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something that I want to create, which I'm in the process of trying to do, like branding shoot, but I can't find no clothes, y'all. It's the procrastination for me. But yeah, that's my project for this year is to throw that out there, get that marketed, and yeah, I love it. I love bridal. I don't know what it is about the bridal industry. But
Okay, so if someone's looking for a makeup artist, where can we find you?
Instagram, Vase_beauty. I have a website, www.vasebeauty.com. On Facebook, I have Vase Beauty page. Yeah, that's about it. I have a TikTok. Do I use it? No. Do I use it? Probably not. But I have a TikTok. Yeah. So Instagram, Facebook, my website. Personally, follow me on Vadeen Dinkins. Yeah, that's me.
All right. So we're gonna finish this makeup out, and
That part.
what's next? And you can just watch us as we do this.
At this point,
Just tell us the
We
steps
gonna
what's next.
we're gonna use some powder.
Okay. Well, sorry, my whole space is. I got space right here, a little space. Just a little space right here. My God, I just made a mess, but go ahead.
Y'all, we don't know how to act together.
Right.
It's bad. So we're gonna take the same sponge.
Oh, same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Blend out this part on this side. Yeah.
This side.
The top. Yeah. Don't take your eyebrow off. Cause you see how you be moving fast? That's why your stuff be moving.
Oh, that's why you saying do it like this. I'm sorry. Yeah. Maybe I'm in too much in a hurry.
That's what you.
But I just said I want to do fast.
You did, but when you get used to doing it, then we can speed it up.
Okay. Let me bring it up. Come back, eyebrow.
Cause then you gonna be in a hurry and then be taking everything off. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, then I feel like I made it too. Okay, let's get this done. All right.
You're looking good. You're looking good.
Okay. Am I good?
Yep.
Okay.
So right before you put on, so like you see how I sat for a while before I put on my powder. Sometimes it'll crease under your eyes, so I just blend a little bit before I put the powder in, because wherever that powder sit, it's gonna be creased. It's gonna just be what it is. So just blend it out a little bit and just throw your powder on, tap it in. We ain't baking. We tapping. We pushing in.
Push it hard.
Yep, pushing in.
Okay. Getting in the creases.
Mm-hmm.
Get in the crease, guy.
I'm screaming.
Get in the crease, guy.
And then same thing with the other eye.
This the part I never know how to do. So hopefully.
I don't know why you like using the butt of that thing so much. The angle part will help you better.
I'm sorry.
The butt will get you everywhere. The butts. And then we do the same thing up here. And again, this is every day, so I don't have to be like super, super perfect. You just gotta get it done, okay?
So what does this do?
Look cute. It sets your face. So it makes it not move. It puts it in place.
Okay.
So I also like to take some type of fluffy brush sometimes.
Okay. I got this fluffy. I don't know.
Depending on if you have oily skin, dry skin, this will work regardless. If you have dry skin, don't do too much. But oily skin, you can do a little bit more. And just set the rest of your face with a little bit of, just, settling in there some.
So let me tell you why I'm scared of this part.
Why? Because you don't want to look white?
Right. You're right. Look at this.
It'll come back down. Oh my God. Just get it in there. It'll come down.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. We
That's
got
what
this.
they say.
We got this.
Got this.
We got this. It's okay to look a little white right now.
Okay.
A little ashy. Dang, did I put blush on my face? I might have some blush on this brush.
It looked like it had blush, but I was like, maybe.
No, this is my blush brush. This is my fluffy brush. But we gonna get it all to come back together. This is what I'm saying. You can make mistakes and it's okay.
Alright.
So now I'm gonna use like a little contour palette or whatever. You can use a dark powder. You can use what you was using for that. You got a contour palette, or you use this.
I don't have a contour palette,
Okay,
but
well,
hold on, what?
You can use that, but it's a little dark.
Oh no, but I have lighter ones, but I don't have it out right here, so
There you
maybe it's a
go.
little bit. So what did you use? What brush?
An angled brush.
So my angle brush I use for my blush. So
I use a fluffier brush or a blush brush. Your angled brush is not usually for blush, but you can.
oh, okay. See, I'm just learning. I'm
So,
just saying for the
because
learning.
of Color Rain's brushes, you kind of could use it for blush,
Okay.
but I use an angled brush for it. Like this one is a little bit movier. This one is like more.
So this is one I use for my blush. You see this?
Yeah. So here you go.
I mean, I got this one.
That's too big.
Okay.
Won't
That's
flush your whole face.
Okay. Which one am I using this
This
time?
one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That one right there.
How much do I need?
Not a whole lot.
Okay.
You don't want to darken it up too
I
quick.
don't. Okay.
Let's
Where
put it in
you-
light layers.
Just on that cheekbone.
Right at that cusp of that cheekbone.
How you making your cheek? This just already, your bone is already there.
Mm-mm. I do it like that. Step in. No, I push it up so I can see it.
That do it?
You went too far.
Oh, it's just right here.
Right. You don't want to go too far up
Okay,
in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But don't worry, because we got sponges to fix that. That's why we use this one. Go ahead.
I put like that. I'm just trying to follow directions, and I feel like I'm not doing a good job.
You're doing a good job.
Okay.
Keep going. So we tap the excess, and we got too much.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Tapping, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Right under that.
You just went up too.
I did, but right here is where you putting too much.
Oh, right here. I need to go down here.
Yep. Just a little right under it. Yep. And then
I was too high. Okay.
I feel like I look red, but I can't tell because of the light, but because of that blush brush. Right up under.
You go all the way around. Okay. This is the
It's
stuff
like
I don't do.
it's a 3.
Okay, but this is the stuff I don't do. But this is what I'm learning today. And that's it? Okay. This one had a pinched nose. So do you tap it?
Nah, I kind of just like swirl it in. I'm good. Go right ahead.
Sorry, guys. And then a 3.
Yep. And if you feel like you put too much, guys,
How would I know?
because you could look.
Yeah.
You can take. You done?
Yeah, it's just too much power.
I'm screaming. You tap the excess off.
Obviously, it went down my throat.
You just take your brush, your blender, and like blend it all the way in. So it don't
This
look
same
like
blend.
harsh lines. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Blend it down. So it won't look like harsh lines around your face.
Okay.
Always use the blender for everything.
Yeah, I'm be flying leaving here, going nowhere.
That part.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I can go on a date.
Oh my god. Y'all stopped my date.
I'm sorry.
Y'all, my husband went out without
I'm
me.
sorry.
Oh, I did bring a lighter concealer.
Okay.
Whatever. And then I'm a blush girl, so I'm going with blush.
Me too.
Color Rain blushes are like super.
What color is it?
That one's a little too pink for me. Let me go in with like a nice orangey, peachy tone. I like pink.
I definitely don't even do it like you, but let me pay attention now. Okay. Because that's not what I do.
Just a little apple on the cheek. That's a lot because that's very pigmented. So I just like a light hue of blush.
Am I doing right? Did I put too much? Don't worry, because I know how to get this. Now this, I know how to get on. I know how to get this on. Like, I know how to blend this in. This is, I'm a professional blender with this. You getting out of here.
That part, see what I'm saying? Blend, honey, blend.
Okay, I'm a
Professional blender.
with this part.
That only. It's the same with every part.
Only this part.
It's no different with any other part. If you want to put on highlighter, you can. If you don't want to, you don't really have to. Depending
I
on.
want to learn how to do it. I would love to do it, but when I look on camera, I be looking like I have a light eye. Then I just want to look. So I'm gonna try it again.
Sometimes I use the same brush as my blush and just use the other side.
And this not a highlighter though.
That is a highlighter.
Oh, okay.
This her other one. This your treat.
Okay.
And I just like.
You just do the back.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. See, I'm thinking I have to be all. Ooh, that's a lot.
Right at the top.
Look at that.
That's because you heavy-handed. You just want to go like this.
Y'all look at
do
that.
A light stroke sideways.
I be thinking it's.
It's okay.
It look like I'm out on the street. Not in a bad way. Like, see, I don't want to say maybe I should pick something else. Like, like I'm going off a show or something like that. That's what I was. See?
So, but the way you do stuff is this way.
So
you got to do it like a
sideways.
sideways.
Okay, I'm gonna work on that.
Swirl like
sideways, not
straight on.
I'm just like
baby said, I gotta get this like a little sideways swirl.
I don't know how to do it.
Be light-handed with it. Light-handed.
I've learned a lot today, though. A lot, and we're not done.
So, depending on how you feel about your eyes,
okay,
I would usually do. I don't know if you have one, a black liner.
I do.
Or a brown liner.
Black.
You got black, so this one ain't mine. That's the one in my bag, my kit. Okay. And I go in because sometimes your eye look naked when you just do that.
So let me tell you why I'm afraid of this. And maybe this is something that everybody else have issues with. When I want to cry.
Why are you crying all day on a regular day?
Okay, so let me tell y'all. Let me just
I cry all the time though, but
let me be honest. I am a makeup person only on, judge me not, or when I have to do these podcasts.
Absolutely.
And when I'm going to church or something like really important.
So at church, my makeup don't really, you gotta get it. You gotta catch it.
Okay.
You gotta catch it.
Do I need to carry something with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about like a
mask.
Like people used to do Q-tips. I seen somebody using Q-tip.
You can, but if you catch it with a tissue, it's not usually the eyeliner that runs. It's usually the mascara.
Oh, okay.
And you're using a pencil. I'm using like a gel liner.
I need that because I just saw how easy that was.
Yeah,
and I feel that I feel like I just need to upgrade my makeup. And
so that's the thing about my class. But let's see what you have. Let's see if we make that work.
Did you talk about that?
That part. The class is, we can do a one-on class. I've done group classes or one-on-one. And I'm going to add in shopping. We can go shopping together. Depending on how you want to do it. But we see what I have found with the people that are around me or the people that I meet is I have a bunch of makeup. I don't know what to do with it. Mm-hmm. I buy a bunch of stuff and it's just sitting in my drawer. Mm-hmm. So I did with my class, everybody bring what you have. Let's see it. And let's see what we can either add or subtract.
Okay.
Because you may not need half of the things you have. Some of your brushes might be some trash and you just need to upgrade. Some of your stuff just may not be mascara. You shouldn't be using that past 3 months. Like certain things you may just not know. Okay. Your eyeshadow palettes may not be pigmented. Like you may not be getting the look you want because you're not using the right thing. Not because you're not doing the right thing. You might not be using the right thing. There's some eyeshadow palettes I can't make it work worth nothing. Yeah. So it's bring what you have. Let's see it. Let's test it. Have you had it for 10 years and you still trying to use it? Or let's make it work and then we can add in. That's why I pull out my stuff as well. So you can use my stuff as well. Let's add in what you need. Let's talk about the brushes. Let's talk about the finishing spray. Let's talk about what you need and for your skin type as well. Yeah. Because you might have a super hydrating primer and you need a mattifying primer for your skin. So now all the oils is pulling through on your skin and your foundation is not lasting. So we talk about the details of what you have. So it's more personable. When I do it in a group setting, I don't do a whole lot of people because it has to be personable. So yeah, my class. I did not talk about my class.
So we will put all the information for our class in the comments. Are we done?
Mascara.
Okay.
If you want, you can have a lip. But for the most part, if you're gonna spray off it, you got mascara.
No, I want to do yours.
I'm screaming.
I feel like You said you just kind of, if you had it longer than 3 months.
Hers was 10. It's like, no, I'm just playing.
You know, it's not 10, but
it's close.
So is it a certain way that you should do it?
No, just...
Okay, just do it the way I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I usually get it on the tip and get the stuff that...
I can't. And they have smaller mascara ones, too. I do top and bottom, but you want to brush through, so you want to...
I am going to brush it, but I feel like I need to get the mascara on there first. That's just the nonsense I did.
I'm screaming. Some line on the bottom. You could blow it out if you want to. You don't really need shadow sometimes. It be looking like you got shadow because we got darker eyes, depending on who you are.
This is me, y'all. This is what's going on.
This what we do. Use some finishing spray.
We're done?
Yes,
I feel like no.
What you mean? What you need, some shadow?
No, I don't need anything.
Let's put some dark brown shadow. Maybe you'll feel better. We're going to take the brown out of the Color Rain palette. Maybe not. We're going to take the brown out of the Color Rain singles. And we're just going to blow it out on our eyes.
Maybe that's what it is. So, I know why.
Why?
So I don't need line at the top.
That's what I was about to say. You put line on it. You said quick.
You're right.
If you are a liner at the top, girl, and you know how to do it quick, it could be part of your quick process.
I do have a question about liner at the top.
Yeah.
And maybe this is not, maybe it's just me. So when I put my liner at the top, like how you just, I hold my eyes, pull it over, but all this makeup on, you're not supposed to do that. You
can. So make sure you set under your eye really good with
Okay,
the powder.
okay.
So I can do that.
See
I do that too.
That's coming through already,
I'm
not even at church.
I'm crying.
And I'm not sad.
And she's crying. So I do that too. So like with my liner, I'll use. First of all, I got on lashes, so I don't need liner, but
okay.
I just hold it, pull it.
So you don't need liner with lashes?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay.
For me personally. And then that was a sloppy version of doing liner, but get it. I hold
you have the liquid one.
Yeah, I do liquid.
Okay. Well, let's try it. Let's go in, y'all.
So pencil is good for like smudging out.
I really just can't. See what happens?
Because what you mean with the concealer?
No.
With the
it's okay. The line.
That's because you got a pencil.
Oh, okay.
That's the reason why it's thick. So it's like yeah, you're not gonna get that sharpness.
Okay.
Or what you can do to get it, that same concealer brush, and right up under there, pull that out. Pull that out.
I have a concealer brush. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna do that today, but
I'm screaming.
Yeah, sorry about these girls.
I cannot. And then when you do that, like I might have to pull this one out. I ain't going nowhere, so I'm not gonna do too much. But you could smudge it out.
Oh, okay. I
see what I'm saying. Yeah. So, and then what else? We done.
All right.
Spray your face. Set it up.
I'm gonna work on my eyebrows.
Is that your spray?
Just Scoopy.
Oh my god.
Am I too close?
Oh my god. It's not that deep.
How far do you need to be?
Oh my god.
I'm like a little kid. How far?
8 to 10 inches. I don't know.
Okay. I just want to know if I was too close. 8
to 10 inches away. I was perfectly. Girl, I be all in my face. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Did I get everywhere?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, Jesus.
I deal with her. I ain't even about to put this spray on.
What's this one?
This one to help it like not be water. It's gonna make it waterproof, and we not staying all day.
It's okay. We're not staying all day.
So I'm not.
But good to know that there is a makeup for waterproof
spray.
So if somebody doing water gun fights and.
But you can set your face really well with powder.
And go swimming.
There's powders for it.
Yeah, this stuff I don't know. That's why I had to bring y'all here with me. We're going to learn about
that's the thing.
everything. I just wanted y'all to know this stuff because I'm looking like I'm an everyday mom.
This is my everyday life.
And I love it.
You look good. You did good.
What's that? Because I didn't come in here looking like this, y'all.
You got a highlighted eye. Yes, honey. You got a contour on your face. You got that blushing.
Right.
It look good.
Thank you. So, listen, y'all got to get into the classes. I'm going to put all the information. Do you have a class coming up or?
I'm going to have a class in May.
Okay. I'm going to put that information down below and give y'all all of the information. I did not make it to the first class, but this is amazing to be part of this. And this is something like what it's going to be like, right? Mm-hmm. And kind of like one-on-one, showing us what to do to be our best.
We got some refreshments.
Yay.
Well, so.
Okay.
It was good. It was fun.
So this was so amazing, babe. Like I had a good time. I haven't seen you in a long time, so this was just good.
So long,
and I'm sure I'm gonna tell Patrick come take pictures of us so we can post and stuff. But I had an amazing time. I hope y'all learned some great tips and tricks. I hope you loved the conversation and learned about self-care and enhancing your beauty, but also knowing that you are beautiful not because you're wearing makeup. You're beautiful because who God made you. And it's not just the outside. It's the inside.
Absolutely.
I always say work from the inside out.
Period.
And if you're not there yet, go do the work. But I love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you got anything from it, please share it with someone you think it will bless. And make sure you never miss an episode by subscribing to the Christyn Show right here on YouTube. You can download the audio-only version by subscribing to the show on most major podcast platforms. Also, make sure you check out our links in the comments below for more ways to engage with me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Christyn Show.